Welcome once again to Lehto's Law. Here's Steve Lehto.
I feel the need from time to time to update you on the wacky email scams that I get, because I'm sure you get them too. If you have an internet presence, it's worse. I've got a website. I've got my email address on there. I know people go, Steve, don't put your email address on your website. Put one of those weird information boxes. Well, I've got one of those too, but I'll tell you right now that people don't like using those. So I put the email address up there, and it's the part of the cost of doing business. I don't mind that much. But I do find these amusing. That's what I'm getting at here. So I'm not complaining about this, because obviously I could make this stop. I could also just not have an email address, right? But the point is that I get these goofy email addresses, emails addressed to me. And so I once in a while, I got a bunch of them here that are similarly situated. Total misuse of that phrase. What are you going to do? So the first email I got to talk to you about comes to me regarding my own email. And it says, Steve Lehto, from the email administrator, to lehto@kennan.com, which is one of my two email addresses. I've got two. And some people ask me, they go, Steve, why would you continue using lehto@kennan.com, Kennon.com, Kennan.com? What is Kennan.com? Kennan.com was a website a friend of mine started like 25 years ago when I first started out. And at the time, I didn't want to use an AOL email address. I didn't want to use a Rocket Mail or whatever the thing was at the time. So I was using his. It's a short one, Kennan, Kennon. And because he's a friend of mine, I could actually call him on the phone when I had problems with my email, which try that with Gmail. Get somebody on the phone. So that's why. So I got this email. It says, from the email administrator to lehto@kennan.com. Account shutdown notification for lehto@kennan.com. This is to notify you that we received an SSL server instruction from our system administrator instructing us to shut down your account, as it has been listed as outdated email and has not been properly verified. Just gibberish. If you want to retain your lehto@kennan.com with our email server, then we strongly advise, boom, red flag number one, misspelled word. We strongly advise that you cancel this command now, else your email will be shut down. They're missing the or there, of course. And then it says, click here to keep your account safe. If you fail to verify your account within 48 hours, your email will be shut down. And now I'll tell you right now that today is January 10th. This email is dated January 7th. I did not respond to this email. My email's not been shut down. But in case you're curious, I say, Steve, did you call anybody? Did you check? Did you call your buddy at Kennan and say, hey, is my email still good? Well, when I looked at the return address on the email administrator, it's from info@duskabinbarada.com. It's not even from Kennan. It's from dusakabandurbarada.com. And again, I know there's people out there who don't, think this. They go, Steve, everyone knows that. No. Trust me. There's people out there who don't know this. First thing is you look to see who the email is actually from, okay, over here. And even if that looks correct, you can go back. I know you can go into the some of the header information, but I don't even need to in this one. It's wrong there. But where it goes, click here to keep your account safe. When you put the cursor over that, what pops up is a website called sangtaoclub.net. Sangtaoclub.net. Obviously, that's not related to Kennan either. Okay, sangtaoclub.net, nor is dusakabandurbarada.com. So what this is a phishing expedition where somebody was hoping I'd click on this, type in my email address, my password, and go, what's going on here? Oh, I've been scammed. But now they've got my email, my password, and they very quickly go into my email account and do something with it. What they do with it, I don't know, but... But more importantly are the ones I've been getting from YouTube, okay? I've been getting emails from YouTube on a daily basis. And here's my question to you, and I need you to answer this question. If you are not a YouTube creator, in other words, you do not put videos on YouTube, do you get these emails? Because I've just noticed getting these emails recently. And I do put videos up on YouTube, but I'm wondering, are they bombarding everyone with these emails, or are they actually targeting people who have YouTube channels? Because I got the first one January 9th, and it says, from YouTube support to lehto@kennan.com, subject inappropriate video alert. Some videos you recently uploaded to your channel have been flagged as inappropriate. Edit inappropriate videos by clicking the link below. If you don't edit inappropriate videos on your channel will be suspended. YouTube will never allow inappropriate video uploads. Well, if you hover the cursor over where it says click here to edit, it's actually a dead link. The people who sent me this email didn't even finish hooking the system up, so that I can't even fall into the trap because they forgot to arm the trap itself. But besides that, the message from YouTube support, now it's from a Gmail address, and Gmail, of course, is owned by Google, and Google and YouTube are all related. I understand that. Anybody can get a Gmail account. But more importantly, YouTube has a system whereby they can communicate with creators like me through an internal message box. And if any of my videos were flagged as inappropriate, first thing they'd do is they'd flag them as inappropriate. There's a system for doing that too. And they would flag it and go, this is inappropriate. And then they send me a message through the inbox saying, your video is inappropriate. Go take a look at it. But for when they say some videos you recently uploaded have been flagged. No, they haven't. I checked. But number two, I've got over 1,000 videos up. Which one? None of them have been flagged. But just in case you didn't fall for that one, which you couldn't fall for because the trap wasn't actually armed, I got this one. And it says, Steve Lehto, LehtoCannon.com, from channel creators. Last September, we announced a series of changes we'd be making to better protect kids and their privacy on YouTube and to address the concerns raised to us by the U.S. Federal Trade Commission. This is about the COPPA stuff. I did a video on this. Specifically, all creators will be required to designate their content as made for kids or not made for kids in YouTube Studio, and that personal information from anyone watching a video designated as made for kids would be treated as coming from a child, regardless of the age of the user. In order to continue using your YouTube account, you need to review the latest terms and conditions within 72 hours. If you fail to comply with the latest community guidelines, this could result in strikes on your account or even lead to account termination. It says get started. Now, here's the thing. Right around the end of the year, 2019, notices started popping up for all YouTube creators, and it says the COPPA rules are coming. Be aware of this. Click here. And if you click there, it had an explanation. It had a video you could watch. It had a bunch of frequently asked questions and answers. And then it said, you now have the opportunity to go in and mark your videos. And if you want to mark them all one way or all the other way, you can do that. Or you can mark them one by one. It's up to you. I had, at the time, 900 videos. I marked them all as not aimed at children. So I did this. So I've already done this. So when I got this email and it says, important changes to YouTube accounts starting today, number one, it's not the correct day because this has already happened. But number two, from channel creators, and the @ is greatmountainginseng.com. Now, I know there's a company, Alphabet, Google, YouTube, and a bunch of these different corporate things. I'm not sure exactly where greatmountainginseng.com comes in, but apparently this email came to me from greatmountainginseng.com. And then when I clicked on Get Started, it was going to take me to a site that was an offshoot of greatmountainginseng.com. It wasn't going to take me to my YouTube account, which, by the way, is exactly where I would go to do any and all of this work. So, in other words, it should have said, if you haven't complied with the COPPA things by now, you need to go to your own account, which you know how to do, and check COPPA. But that's not what it says. It says you have to do all this stuff and click here so we can get all your information, and we can probably then divert the money coming to your account. If there's any money coming to your account, we don't know. So here's the deal. I am very curious. Are any of my viewers getting these emails, which are aimed at YouTube creators, even though you do not have a YouTube channel? Or are these literally just being mailed to YouTube creators? That wouldn't take much work, I don't suppose. You could probably set some kind of bot up to scrub email addresses off of YouTube. But I'd be curious about that. So that's my question to you. But I continue to read my inbox, both email addresses, with morbid fascination. Haven't fallen for anything lately, but you never know. Questions or comments, put them below. Let's talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Lehto's Law. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.